I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Welcome, everyone. Yes. Anybody else need an agenda?
Oh, yeah. We did that at the colony too. We did the Lord's Prayer first. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to consider to accept the agenda.
I'll second. All those in favor? Aye. Aye. Can you hear us?
Yes, he is on. I don't know if he can hear, but he's on.
I can hear most things. I can hear you. I'm having a hard time hearing everybody else.
Just consideration of the agenda. Just call for a vote. I don't know if you want to get in on it or not. Yay, so we'll- Okay. Okay. Consent agenda. Consideration of 122-25, 325, 2325 reference, and 2725. And no from 113. And do we have students attendance?
Do you have one student attendance for 3 minutes? Is that all the two? Only two for the consent agenda?
Okay. So are there any questions about those things or the minutes?
I think so. Christian, can you hear us?
I can only hear you. I
Hello?
can tell. Can you hear me?
He unmuted, but I don't hear him.
You don't hear me at all?
How about raise your hand if you approve? Like in the little thing.
Where are we? Does anybody have any input
Can you
on
text
anything
Julia?
like that?
And say I can tell that you're talking, but I can't hear what is being said.
Montana University System.
And she replied.
Anybody have any input or questions about where we're at?
I guess my question, thanks for doing this, together. When we first did strategic planning, we said we would like to do like every year. Is that correct, or am I remembering wrong? That was a long time ago.
It was.
When we first started, when we. And that kind of, this is not the purpose of, I think this section is just kind of reviewing. Just touch bases on it.
Yeah, just kind of see where we're at, make sure that we're not, missing something that we should be working on.
Did you know that this is something that we don't? Our particular procedure is still.
What is?
If you have to put a child in school, and there are people that consistently don't go with the flow and use a no. They moved out and. Problems.
Is that rough for picking that?
Just
Across the street.
Tuck and roll.
Yes, I got behind some, yes, I have. And I'm like, move it.
So I guess one question I have, or one thing to talk about would be that all the infrastructure things, since we don't have a bond or whatever, do you have sort of a list of how much approximately those things would cost and when we're hoping to get the rest of it done?
You mean like the stuff we were gonna do with our bond? The things we were gonna do with our bond money?
Well, just the things listed here. But it actually those things that have improved,
Those are all the things that have been done.
they've all
Yep.
I can hear Julia, but nobody else. I can tell that they're talking, but I can't actually make out.
The airlock by Teresa's office.
Sorry, it's been a thorn in our side.
I was thinking the one we were thinking about.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
It is, yeah.
Yep. So everything is stuff that's been done that towards those goals. Does that make sense? More of a reflection.
Sounds like future.
Oh,
Right? The way
yeah.
we're-
I think there's only, oh, yeah, sorry. Those are all done. Good news. Yep. A plan for it at least.
More running on that one, 3 out in the yard.
Okay.
There's another.
Is that something we-
Can we give you guys some things that?
Yeah.
we look like?
Yeah. Yeah. It's on the board document. It could be for anybody. Yeah. I just went through, took all the Friday updates and all the principal reports and just like, yeah.
You get so busy focusing on what's ahead that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They accomplish a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're right.
Are you two groups?
Carly.
Make sure you look through it. Make sure. There's more. in there. Yes.
Okay, are we ready to move on? Major reports, PTO. We met today, it's the last one.
Because everybody's sick.
Yeah. we're talking about for next year's Christmas tour, golden tickets. So for good behavior throughout the school year up until Christmas, so obviously, get a golden ticket, buy stuff at the Christmas tour. For behavior on the wall. It will be $40 per adult. Well, sixth grade plus. Kids can come with an adult, sixth grade and up. $5 per kid if they go to Texas room and paint something there. We're gonna offer an early pay discount. If they pay by March 7th, it's 35 of the 40. Fridays. Some about 10:45, 11, the other one 1:30. We're not gonna do a PTO store on Valentine's Day because we're gonna do another activity classrooms. We have to get off.
No popcorn, I did either.
No. And then I PTO box for the last quarter of anything. Doing those for honor roll, wait, this is just the phrase. No, not perfect. No, it's then Sandy and I will put the reader boards up at the end of Silver Lane on Monday, so the whole week they're gonna be sitting out there and we can see on. So yeah, then donation provided bingo start now. April 18th, that's the consideration. Yep.
Okay.
That's weird.
Can you?
Nobody can.
Is there a mic? Oh,
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of mumbling. I can
What
hear
about now,
Julia.
friends? Can you hear me now?
Can Cammy talk? Like, try Cammy.
we need to talk about it.
I can hear Julia, but nobody else. Hold on. One moment. We are having technical difficulties. Microphone. Yeah, it has a mic on it.
She's nervous.
We usually
It said
try
it
these
should
out.
work.
We tried them out too before, so I apologize.
Does it work?
I
Did it
think it's just like we're too far away or something. Because I can hear you, but everybody else is
I'm
mumbled.
not printed them. We can do that later.
Hopefully you can
Is that
hear
better?
me. I don't know. Hello.
Can you hear me now?
Guys, can you hear me?
I even texted. Yes, I can hear you, she says.
We can't hear them either. Okay, they can hear?
Yes.
Okay. For that,
Second and third grade went on a field trip on Thursday last week to see Anastasia at the high school and came back with good reviews. And I, through eighth grade, went on our speed trip last Friday, and it was a really good success. The kids did amazing. And it was really cool specifically to see my group, the fifth graders who get to go for that first time, that you don't see a ton of opportunities for them to really push through and persevere for things. I think every single one of them was out there. And so.
and you see so much improvement in that first, like, after the lesson. And
Yeah.
16, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
For sure.
Okay, thank you.
she wasn't putting.
Can we move that bar out once? Would that make a difference?
Well,
Porta Machine
yes,
bar.
and
Yeah. As far as she goes. Okay. Okay, let's see. It's a big one, sorry, in the bloom. Because it's budgeting time and I'm starting my panic mode. With our enrollment going down, we have seen some deficits, in the food service program especially. We get reimbursed by how many meals we served. And so I am paying Lisa out of title, big part of Katie out of title, and now Sandy and Heather are getting paid out of the general fund. We can try to make up that deficit before the end of the year. But that's only gonna solve the problem for this year, so that's something we need to think about. Less kids equals less money coming in. But our enrollment, we're down like 35 kids from last year, so that's gonna affect our, obviously, affect the community and affect our budget. So just trying to think about ways to save money for next year. And stuff they can.
At what point in the year do they start A and B to decide what we get from?
They do 2 counts, one in October and one in February, and they take those numbers and combine them. So the February count was last Monday. the 3rd.
And it's some days before and after that. So that's,
And it's not per kid, it's average number of belongings, so they keep plugged in numbers and then they do an average and yeah. All calculations.
and we get the preliminary budget in
March.
The more personal, but doing 6, no, we think all of our things out. Interlocal agreement, I put what it is that we were West Valley, but I sent more invoices, so we actually only had 7,100 left over there. March 1st. But I'm thinking that
Yes.
putting power in, all the utilities and stuff. Electric. Yeah. All kinds of stuff. What else? I got the jacket, thank you.
Bus repairs,
With that,
the bus repairs.
oh yeah, the bus repair.
That $1 million bus.
We did really good on this. It's been on 2 field trips or 2 trips since, and it hasn't had. And it's everything not. It's like the whole. Oh, yeah.
Great.
The basketball boys think it's a conspiracy against males.
because you know that.
Yeah.
Increase. And just how it's not look good for us. But I'm still working on it since then, and I may have a solution so that we can qualify for it. For the fees, but it's really all up to negotiations. So, and then we'll support.
You were talking about a food program. Do you something get reimbursed? So there's like takes time.
So, yes, but it won't cover all, it doesn't cover all the expenses. We have 3 staff, 2 and another half staff members in there. Yeah. One of the things is we are actually lower, our adult meal prices is lower than what they suggest. So that was a suggestion, but 35 cents. It's probably gonna make that
$1,000.
$1,000. Right. It's realistic. Yeah. On a good damn third. So yeah, that was one thing we charged first serving is free. At the high school, they charge for seconds. I just call other schools. I know Smith Valley, they use
council also, so they charge the second also. But then on that umbrella.
As long as our first portion is healthy.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. they don't-
Salary.
Mhm. Oh, yeah.
So.
I didn't recognize the name, so I don't remember what it was, but I do.
What? It's always somebody from Kalispell. Every year it's been somebody from Kalispell as well. You're talking about that, right? So it was a teacher that I was with. Oh, see, that's who it was. Sarah Harris. Yeah, she's, we're sitting and she's like. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's not my husband's name, his name was- said her name.
That's exciting. That's awesome.
Okay, principal report.
All right. So a lot of this is going to be a little bit of repeat because I put some of it on the actual document beforehand with all the stuff we've been doing towards our goals. But I contacted Dr. Angela McLean from the Office of the Commissioner of Higher Education. She's our outreach coordinator for the K-12 schools. The staff is noticing that students in middle school are less interested in going to college. Our staff is. We want to ensure that all students know that there are opportunities for them in trades and higher education. She's really excited and is going to try to contact me sometime this week to set up a meeting with her team. They're thinking about making us a pilot school for an outreach program for middle schools. So this would not just be like, hey, we're going to push college. This is career readiness, trades, everything. It's kind of an all-in-one type thing. They've been trying to reach out for a middle school, but most middle schools and schools that have middle schools want that focused on high school. And so she's really excited there's actually a middle school that wants to do stuff like this for their kids. So I'll let you know how we do with that. There's also been an idea that we should create a career exploration class at middle school. It's still in the dreaming stage, but really exciting, along with that pilot program. Trying to find some more CTE programming for our kids, like our goals say. And there's hopefully going to be some new funding through the House that will get specifically for middle school. Substitute program, 3 substitutes have completed their training. So far, it's all been positive feedback. Yes. This month is Love the School Bus Month, so send some love to our drivers. Thank you, Ford. I worked to improve the weekly newsletter, so you can see some of the improvements there. There's a blurb added from Rebecca Milligan. She's the FNPC nurse out in the mobile health clinic. She's going to be sending weekly updates to put in the newsletter. The goal is to make the resources of the school-based health center more known to the community. I've never even asked. I don't know. I know it's definitely not enough. So I was hoping that by putting it in the newsletter, there'd be a little bit more awareness that it's a thing. And I know Marion really loves to know people by their face. So I thought if I get her face out there, she's going to be more trusted and those types of things. She's so sweet. I've also added a weekly survey to get more interaction from our readers. On the bottom, there'll be an opportunity for community members and families to submit articles, news updates, or shout outs type things that we can put in the community in the newsletter. So, Bob and Joe celebrate their 50th anniversary, or even something like that, I think would be really fun. Um, there also be, I didn't put it on here, but I also added a student spotlight. So each week a student will be highlighted, and this is a past student, a past student, a current student, and also staff members. So I've sent some alumni questions out to people who went to Marion, and I've asked Miss Sandy especially to send us some middle school photos of herself to put in there because I thought it'd be super fun. There's also a table of contents so families can access information better, and it's being posted on the website and Facebook. I'm surprised we're actually getting more interaction from the website than from Facebook, which is really shocking. But this year we tripled in the amount of people that went and saw the newsletter. So me sending it out multiple ways and then adding this stuff seems, and now on average they're spending about 30 seconds to a minute on our newsletter. Now it's about 4 minutes. So that'll be good. The new building is being wired for safety and alarm features. And accreditation is done. If anyone wants to see documentation, I've got some, but I also sent it out to the board members earlier in the week. And then below is the girls' basketball schedule in case you want to come and support the kiddos.
Okay, action item, consideration of hiring M. Farnsworth as a substitute teacher. Motion?
She is a oh
I used to hire M. Farnsworth as substitute.
so M. Farnsworth and S. Cheeseman are Cheeseman. He told me it said Cheeseman. Oh, well, I'm just telling you that how they're married. Anyway, no, they're not. Holly. Ugh. Okay. Anyway, M. Farnsworth. They're just a local person that's been around, and has come in and wants to substitute. I've met her a couple times, and she's just been around there.
If they're on here, they're recommended by you, right?
Yes.
That's all their stuff.
Mm-hmm. I just forgot who they all called me at the same time.
Okay, any more discussion? All those in favor? Okay. Any more opposed? Okay. Consideration of Cheeseman as the substitute teacher.
I'm to hire as a substitute.
I'll second that.
So this gentleman used to work up at the store for a while. He used to be a police officer, and I believe I can't remember how long he said he was a police officer. But he came and volunteered for part of the PTO Christmas store. And he's a very nice gentleman and had served as a substitute in the past for, I believe, Kalispell. He did. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, so that's pretty cool.
He did, yeah.
I'll tell you that everyone but Rob and Julian sounds like Charlie.
Oh. Yeah. We're loud.
Is there any more discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anyone opposed? Consideration of hiring S. Silvera as a substitute teacher.
I moved to hire E. Silvera as substitute.
I'll second that one too.
This lovely person also was a former substitute and has been around helping in the community every once in a while, along with the previous mentioned gentleman. And they are married, and she was a substitute, and I believe some other capacity as well in the school system in Kalispell.
Any more discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Anyone opposed? Consideration of accepting resignation letter from C. Irvine or Irvine? Irvine, thank you.
I don't wanna make-
Yeah, no, I'm not.
No motion.
I will make that resignation.
Second, is there a letter for us to read? Or-
Yes, I sent it to, we must have not attached it. It was an email. I forwarded, yeah.
No.
Is there anything you want to know? Just everybody to know. I don't know if John saw it, but we're. Do you want to tell us anything? I don't know, do you?
I've never done one, but I can. I can look into that.
Like a really big one, just,
Thank you for your time.
Okay, all of those accepting the resignation letter? Aye. No? Okay. Consideration of having Suffolk County election office run our school election.
I'm so excited to present this to you guys.
Motion first.
I will make the motion that we accept election office to do our election.
I'll second.
Now, not
No, you were ready for it.
I know, I read that thing over and I had to read it a second time because at one point I thought it looked like we were paying for everything. But no, yeah, look at the words and it says that we will pay our portion.
Our portion.
Our
So,
portion.
There's actually an agreement that they sent to us. And they're going to run everything. We have to, have a drop off here for ballots. Those ballots will have to be delivered to the county office in a timely fashion by 2 people, so I will need somebody to go with me to town. It's an election night, we have to be here till 8, take all the ballots to town at 8 o'clock that night. It is a sacrifice I am more than willing to make. So this is gonna save us money because the code has a machine that they program with their ballots. If the line comes in, can come and go, and it's like $200. That'll save us that one. If Flathead, high school is running a lefty or trustee page, and we are also, we put on the same ballot for. We take one ballot to Flathead. So that will save Flathead and Marion some money to on one ballot. So we do have to pay for our envelopes, we have to share the cost of all that stuff with anybody else who's running less, just us. We will pay the full cost of all the ballots, the envelopes, the postage, we'll pay their election officials for counting and all that stuff.
What do you think an election costs without the sharing?
Without, when we run the election, it costs about $3,000 to $4,000. I budget 4,500 every year because I don't know how many more elections we get. You know, it just depends on if flathead burns something or not.
Better than nothing?
Anything better than nothing. Yeah. So it's
But
really
even
exciting,
if they're not running anything at the same time, then at least turn out.
right? And it'll feel like, yeah, this was basically that. The other thing that is worthy of noting is it kind of helps separate us from the election process. So our voters aren't like pretty suspicious. You're counting my votes and you want this levy to pass. So now we can say, we're not doing it, they're doing it, and we can present it. And I think it's a more defined line between the separation of duties.
Have we ever had anything bad? Sorry.
2012. 2012.
The other stuff that we have to post the notice of election in the following manner, I already do that. It's costing a thing. The notice in the paper, we do that and it costs money. We'll still do that. It'll cost money. They're not saving us money there. But for the most part, I think it's gonna be awesome. Patrice and I were checking signatures during the day. We have to verify signatures on every elected voter. I'll make sure they match up. And it's interesting because we cut one. It wasn't the same person's signature. I mean, that's kind of fun for us, but I'm willing to give it up.
Okay, more discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Anyone opposed? Okay, consideration of adding security camera language to staff and student handbooks. Need a motion.
I move to. Language. To add security camera language to staff and student handbook.
I'll second that.
I talked to Tom today too. Technically, we could change the handbook in the handbook, but I feel like we're playing catch up on this. And I don't want it to look like we're shoving it down the NEO's throat, like. And so I think it's better if we just bundle it to have an agreement and make sure everybody agrees that's what it's placed. So my recommendation is to pay for this month until we're back to, the ball's in NEO's court. So if they can get something together and vote on it, that way we can have something to approve or change next time. And then I asked Tom today, how do you do an MOU? Not something I see very often. He said either party can initiate it. So in this case, if they agree on it, maybe we'll just, it doesn't matter who initiates it, we just have an agreement that we'll carry on. That'll finish out the contract. For this year.
So since we've already made a motion, let's have to do let's just vote.
We do vote, we vote, but we just.
We just vote and we vote how we vote. We can revisit it if it's good. Yeah, okay.
No, I think we didn't already make a motion. You already made a motion. We can do it. They didn't make the motion and I say, he said, no, but if nobody votes for yay, everybody votes no.
The table, you do it first.
I think so. I think that before you approve the agenda.
Sorry, guys.
That's okay. That's all right.
Well, that's, we didn't know. So anyway, what are we learning? Okay, yeah, okay, all those in favor? All those opposed? I repose.
That's,
It's done. It's done. It's done. Okay, question. Leave of absence for Steve Sandley.
I go to. Leave of absence.
So we all got that email on the that we sent out, I think, didn't we? Okay, is there any discussion on that?
What exactly is she?
Yeah.
Wanting?
I didn't get an email. Well, I know what we discussed, but I didn't get an email. She said she would write something up and she said she was going to send it to Lily. So didn't get, I didn't get a clarification.
It's not really detailed. I don't know how we can.
Lily has an email.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm looking for it and. There it is. I started, I should have been able to find it. Okay, she writes. Dear Julia and Board of Directors, I often say that I was a teacher before I became a wife, and that my first love has always been working with learners. I have been blessed to have been able to follow my dreams for over 50 years. My best years have been working with wonderful friends who also have those same dreams. I love our community and our students more than you know. Their bodies have set up a block for me temporarily, I hope. My significant other, my husband, has had significant series of health concerns over the past 2 years. I requested a meeting for 2 years ago to take care of him, and I appreciated that request was granted. Now I'm finding that he requires more support than I can give him while also teaching. His health has taken a turn that demands a full-time caretaker. So I come to before you again. I need to request a leave of absence for the remainder of the 24-25 school year, extending possibly through next school year of 25-26 as well. I may be able to return to teach when matters improve or change. I would only need to apply for any open position. I appreciate all of you taking the time to consider this. Thank you. Good day.
meeting.
Do you want me to read the MEO part of it?
Yeah.
Okay, so says a teacher may be granted leave in absence at the board's discretion. A, the board will give the teacher opportunity to return to the school the following year at the place on the salary schedule that they left, unless further training has been acquired that would warrant lane advancement on the salary schedule. The board maintains the rights to reassign a teacher returning from leave to a comparable certified position. If a change in teacher assignment is needed, the principal, board, and teacher affected will discuss the change prior to final board decision to implement the change. Then it talks about giving away laptops and tools and keys back to the principal. The employee may choose to remain on the district health insurance plan at their own expense, if not prohibited by the insurance carrier. A teacher must give the district at least 30 days written notice prior to returning. In the event the employee does not return from general leave, all benefits to him, her, such as discretionary days, will be paid at the rate affected at the time the leave was approved.
Is she currently already not working? For what? She can take it. Okay.
What was that first line again? I'm trying to pull up the
Oh.
handbook.
It's section 8.5, and it's the board will give the teacher the opportunity to return to the school the following year at the place on the salary schedule that he or she left. A year and a half.
Next year, depending on. But then what does it say about them?
We offer her something for next year. She's able to return, right? She's not, we still consider her, like, obviously, we consider her.
Right.
For in the future, but we would just hold the position for a whole.
Where you're saying just go ahead and take the rest of the year off.
Right.
And then in the fall, offer her a position.
Mhm.
And if she's not able to take it, then we can move on.
Well, we'd offer her in the spring. So she would know when everybody else gets, like, I vote to what is it? Yeah, so she'd get a letter of intent just like everybody else. And then she would have that certain amount of time to decide whether she was coming back for next school year. So then we could post if she decided she wasn't going to come back, or we can schedule if she does come back to, her classes and stuff. But I don't know enough about the legal side of this to if you're allowed to offer leave when they don't technically have a contract for that year yet. Does that make sense?
Here,
Mm-hmm.
first, for us to consider another, right? I mean, that's kind of just legal.
I feel like that doesn't let us go farther than.
That's what I'm thinking. We can, right now, we can only decide on
This.
this. And then maybe send hold on.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. There's a spot open. So she needs to be in it.
The court, she took the year off. And she asked for a year. It wasn't for the next year. And she got that granted.
That was the hard. Now that was, she was here. She was there when Bob was here. I mean, Kim was here during that time, but she, the lead part wasn't. It was either before or after.
Yeah. Do you want me to just share it on the screen? Are you still on there? Yeah.
Maybe we can make the decision for the rest of the year right now. Or like if we consult with union.
For the remainder.
To go to see if it's like a go around.
Yeah, please.
It is hard though, with money. To not, or to be fully in place for somebody. Like, year or part of the time, and either, so that can be really tricky.
Yeah, it was for a full year.
Yeah.
We did it 1 year.
Oh, it was a school. That's okay.
For the teachers.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
She was leaving, but she asked at the end of 1 school.
She's saying she's beautiful, but quietly.
Power surge.
Power surge.
Let's call that. It was to approve. To approve leave of absence, but it's, we need to word it, that it's not the same as the letter.
It's hard because her letter's asking for the remainder of this year, and possibly next year.
So I think, yeah, going forward, we could grant her the leave for the rest of each year.
Asking for that sure for.
Right, yeah.
Possibly next year when she knows.
I move to send it out.
I second that.
You want to read it again for clarity?
Fine, 10 minutes. All those in favor? Anyone opposed? Okay.
So that would to approve the motion, the amendment.
Yes.
So now we have to move for
No, we have, you read, right? Put that in the motion. You amended the motion. That was it. You got to second. Everybody. Okay, before we go into closed session for the principal and vice principal evaluations, we have any other, do we have any future agenda items? Camera lights. Was there anything else that we need to yeah. we probably need to perform our-
Will you resend that calendar out to all of us?
Yeah, no, that's- any committees we need to form. Negotiation. And then board of governance. Oh, third evaluation. That for next month, right? That's May. Well, we can do it next month, but, nothing happens until May. Then we.
Oh, I know.
I just need to review. Yeah, we typically do it. I know, this time we do it this fall. Oh, this is good. Yeah, I think we could have 11 for the now. So we have to go back and vote for the. Just to open it up. Yeah. So else, if we need to back up, we can do that. Do you guys hear what Rob said? No, we might have. That vote wrong when you make the amendment, you might need to actually vote on the original motion.
I thought you're amending the original motion.
I am, but we have to, let's say you don't like my amendment. What can I do? I think we would vote no, and then we're still back to the original.
So you were asking for a vote to amend the motion?
Yep.
Rather than a vote on the motion that you're amending.
I'm checking that.
Being on.
Yep.
Next time. Okay, I'm Lily Brower.
found that Becky Sharati and Julia Maxwell's rights of privacy clearly exceeded the public's right to know in this matter in accordance with section 2-3-203. She gave me this to read. MCA, and therefore the meeting will be moved into executive session to discuss items H and I. The meeting will be open after these items are concluded in order to proceed with the remaining agenda items. So you're all welcome to hang out, come back, and we're back in open session.
No, but I'm recording. Okay, go ahead. Now I'm recording.
Okay, we're coming out of session, closed session at 8:30. We, need to have a, to move to approve our minutes closed session, which we all know what our minutes are. We were just here. I can't.
I need to,
I second.
Okay, and Tammy, so, Rob. And Tammy. Okay, and so, all of those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Okay, thank you very much. And we adjourned
to adjourn.
yes. And I second. All those in favor? Aye. Anyone opposed? All right, thank you, everyone.
Thank you, thank you.